This is the beginning of our 2010 Wild West adventure.
I got connected.
Best way to start off, Grandpa's breakfast. Huh?
Yeah.
A bunch of fried eggs, Cindy's got her coffee. Mom's over there making toast. With the sausage. You guys ready for this big adventure?
Yeah.
Jake's got who knows what. Is that egg on your toast?
Yeah.
You got egg on your face.
Careful, Jake. Put that over your plate.
Yeah, you're good. What do you think, Cass? You excited?
Yeah, but I'm also really tired.
You're really tired. Well, you know what? You got 7.5 hours to sleep in the car. So we get to Mitchell, South Dakota. What do you think, Marissa? Are you excited to get on the road?
I'm not sure.
All right. Well, we got plenty of fuel
They're
here.
gonna be dirty.
We got lots of food, and we won't be eating till dinner. So enjoy.
Thank you.
You have the exciting opportunity to watch the making of the video
Bryce and Marissa.
to the, where are we going? Vernon Hills.
You just got in the way of
Yes. The making of. There's the beautiful Tuckaway. And just 5 minutes away we'll be in the Badlands. Oh.
Yeah, he bought these headrests.
8 people in one little car.
Pretty cool, Brett. You should look at this. Watch out, Bryce, so they can see.
Modern living.
Look at what Uncle Kevin. He not only bought these headrests with the DVD players, but he made these for the kids to have little.
Absolutely
trees and-
brilliant.
Isn't that awesome?
That is fantastic.
With the PlayStation built in under there, so.
Oh man. I think I'm
Pretty
gonna
cool.
sit back here the rest of the trip. It's great. Thanks, Kevin.
What you can do with small spaces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ingenious. That's you just gotta use.
The making of.
Oh yeah, yeah. All right, what are we doing? Are we taking a picture?
All right, phone and then we'll
All right, here's
Picture of us.
We can do us first.
Kevin and Cindy and the
Marissa,
kids
stand
getting
right
ready
there.
to take off from Tuckaway.
Hello.
Okay.
And the Barnett family.
Barnett.
Awesome. You got the barn in the
Marissa,
background.
where's you?
Cool.
Oh, you're taking
They look
pictures.
closer than we do. I tell you.
Okay.
Now what?
Now we're gonna be all together too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Where are we standing?
All together too.
I hope that thing is running.
You guys, small ones in front.
Okay.
Not anymore. Not much.
Oh, come on, this side.
Let's see.
It's gonna be a tall
Let's see.
family
You're-
someday.
See, that thing is turned on, right?
Marissa, why
Yeah,
don't
the
you-
record's on the red.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah.
recording right now.
Yeah.
Right. No editing.
Grandpa trying to run all these modern cameras and
Hey, Jake, smile with those teeth.
all right.
Badlands.
Badlands. Heading for the Badlands.
Yeah, we all got smiles right now.
Yeah, yeah. This is the before picture. We'll see about the after
15
one.
days from now if we're even talking.
Okay.
See you later. Happy trails. Stretch your legs here. It's been a long ride so far. Let's see.
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half. We're already needing to stretch our legs. We got to go look at the Mississippi River, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Where's the Minnesota sign? It's
Jake sleeping? Oh, he's playing this game.
Nintendo.
Look at that. That's so cool. What are you playing? What are you playing? Na 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 Batman. Cool.
Yeah.
Go check out the Mississippi. Just crossed over the state line. Na 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 na.
How long have we been in that car?
I know, how about it? Got to do the Rocky steps. Na 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 na. It's a nice rest area. Just came over that bridge over there, and then we crossed over into Minnesota.
Niagara Falls.
Mighty Mississippi.
Are we
So
really in
somebody
Minnesota?
out there
Is it small of America?
fishing. Not yet. We'll be near there though.
Everybody's so
pretty soon.
happy here.
Good picture.
Howdy, partner. So we
Yeehaw.
just crossed the Minnesota border.
Yeah. Us cowboys and Indians. Barnetts are cowboys.
Is that what we're
Russians are
doing?
Indians, yeah.
All right, so there's the convoy over there, and there's the river.
Yeah.
We already took a picture of it?
Yep.
It's the best vacation ever.
Okay. Look like you got duck shoes on. Let me take a picture of you guys. There you go.
Bryce decided he's gonna check out the, what river is this?
Canada.
Whatever river this is, instead of play Sims. Yeah, they don't make rest stops like this anymore. This is a good time, huh kids? What do you think? Worth coming see it? This is that 20-minute thing I told you about. Stay here and watch it for 20 minutes. Okay, smile. Comforts of home, and all this driven by windmills. See how it works? There's Zoom, keyboards, and I'm running on V8. Doesn't get better than this.
You'll never get away with this, Sim. I'm going to slay.
Wow, this is fun, huh, kids?
All right, Cassidy and Jake, where are we?
In South Dakota.
And what are we going to see?
The Corn Palace.
Corn Palace? Wow. I wonder what kind of princess lives here. She must be kind of corny. Wasn't that funny? Oh, nice. All right. Okay. Let's check it out. This is pretty funny. All these little shops and Corn Palace. There's a little corn guy. Let's check this out. You guys already going shopping?
No, all right, then, come on.
Okay.
Go.
Look at that. It's made of all corn husks and corn of all different colors. Corn Palace. All right, let's check it out. Go ahead. Buddy.
The world's only corn palace stands as a majestic, uniquely American folk art icon on the rolling prairies of South Dakota. The same fertile prairie that once nourished the native grasses, and the vast herds of buffalo that stretched as far as the eye could see. The same fertile prairie that now produces the corn and grains so vital to our world food supply. The first Mitchell Corn Palace was built just 3 years after South Dakota became a state, when the city was just 12 years old. Our story is about the challenges and triumphs of these pioneer builders, and the evolution of this building that continues to flourish in a time far more sophisticated than the age that first built it. As the railroad pushed westward, settlement quickly followed, and in 1880, when the Milwaukee Railroad finally chugged into the newly formed village of Mitchell, it brought with it an influx of immigrant farmers, shopkeepers, and tradesmen. Over the next few years, the population grew steadily, and by 1892, Mitchell was well established and the census had reached nearly 3,000. When growth began to slow, two enterprising Mitchell businessmen, Louis Beckwith, a realtor, and L.O. Gale, a druggist and jeweler, began searching for ways to compete with area towns to attract new residents. They knew that Plankinton, a community just 20 miles to the west, had built a grain palace, and that Sioux City, Iowa had tried for 5 years to establish a corn palace, but finally went bankrupt.
We can't just sit here and let Plankinton establish their grain palace. We must have something that'll be a booster for Mitchell.
Well, Sioux City's abandoned her corn palace. Why not build one here?
Just the thing. Let's see what can be done about it.
The next morning, they began to canvass the city. By evening, they had raised $3,700, and a meeting was held to organize the work. a 6-member Corn Palace committee was selected to serve without salary. Mr. Beckwith donated land at 4th and Main, just 2 blocks south of where you're now sitting, and they began construction on a 100 by 60-foot building that could seat about 500 people. Just 59 days later, September 28, 1892, the Corn Palace had been built, and the Corn Belt Exposition, as it was first called, opened. Mr. Gale took charge of the decorations and hired a band from Iowa and booked a number of outdoor attractions to entertain the crowds in the street. Ladies of the town shared the hard work and sacrifice by making exhibits and decorations inside the palace. To further help the event succeed, the Milwaukee Railroad ran an excursion train from Chicago to Mitchell for the duration of the 10-day affair. The first Corn Belt Exposition was a grand success and realized a $3,000 profit. The townspeople were understandably pleased and excited and began planning immediately for the next year's celebration. An interesting article from the 1893 Corn Palace Exposition program attempted to explain the purpose for having the Corn Palace under the title of What Good, and here's what it said.
First place, the getting up of so grand an affair lifts the minds above the humdrum duties of life and gives play to the higher faculties of the man. Then the visitor leaves the workshop, the farm, or the home, and receives a lasting benefit from the beautiful sights and fine music. Farmers come and view the finest agricultural exhibits, gain new ideas as to the possibilities of South Dakota's soil and sunshine. Doubtless, they will be better farmers than before. But the great benefit to be derived from this exposition is the advertising effect on behalf of the Corn Belt sections of the state. Farmers from other states don't want to go where they cannot grow corn, and it's difficult to convince them that corn will grow in South Dakota. This beautiful Corn Palace and the magnificent display of corn is the most undoubted proof of the absolute truthfulness of all that has ever been claimed for Southeast Dakota. No man can view the sights which this exhibit so strongly emphasizes and any longer be a doubter. The Corn Palace is an object lesson of gigantic importance. It tells the truth.
One of the goals of the Corn Palace Committee was to bring the best entertainment talent in the country to Mitchell, and among the first was the great John Philip Sousa. The year was 1904. Mitchell was in a high-stakes competition with Pierre to become the state capital. The best card that it had to play was the Corn Palace, and the biggest name to play it was Sousa. Sousa's booking agent wasn't comfortable with the idea of sending the most famous concert band in the world off to the wild frontier, and set the fee high enough to discourage the idea. Capital fever was high. In no time, the money was raised, and Mr. Sousa was on his way. Sousa played his first show and was so overwhelmed by the huge crowd and almost royal welcome that he rearranged his schedule to play 3 concerts a day instead of 2. It was a great year for the Corn Belt Exposition. By 1905, it was decided the capital would be in Pierre. But the Corn Palace was a smashing success. The Corn Palace was truly a source of pride and prestige for this bustling prairie town. By 1905, the citizens realized that the first Corn Palace was inadequate to handle the throngs of visitors, so it was torn down and a larger one was built 1 block north. But even before the celebration was over for the year, the committee realized it was still far too small. As the Corn Palace celebration continued to prosper, themes began to replace the geometric designs of the early years. The First World War is reflected in these designs, and in other years they portray a state that was growing and changing. In 1921, when the present building was built, it had the largest stage and seating capacity in the state. It was during the 30s that the educational themes gave way to fun and good times, but the times were anything but good. It was the Depression, made worse by dust storms and plagues of grasshoppers that ate whatever crops did grow. For many early settlers, the last of their hopes and dreams for a better life blew away with the dust and drought of this desperate era. It wasn't until 1937 that there was enough corn for all the decorations. In 1943 and 44, there was no grain because all of the farm production was going into the war effort. By 1945, the corn was back, but the message stayed the same. It was about victory and the men who made it happen. One of these men was Oscar Howe. Oscar was the son of a Yanktonai Sioux chief and went on to become Artist Laureate of South Dakota. His work is now known and enjoyed all over the world. For 23 years, Oscar Howe designed the murals that grace the walls of the Corn Palace. To fully appreciate the magnitude of the effort of early Corn Palace decorators, it must be remembered that farming in the early days was a hands-on business, and the hundreds of bushels of corn and grain that adorned the walls were planted by hand, picked by hand, and placed by hand. Even today, much of the work is done by hand, and it is still a delicate and detailed process. In early June, the border trim of rye and dock is removed from the building. The new dock, usually available in mid-June, is the first product to be attached. When the rye ripens towards the end of June, it is cut, tied into bundles, and stapled to the building. This border trim process is usually completed about the end of July. The corn murals begin their transformation in mid-August. After the old murals are removed, sketches created by local artists are transferred to roofing paper and nailed to the mural panels. These sketches also serve as blueprints, as each color of corn and the area it covers is indicated on the drawing. Just think of it as a large-scale corn by number. The 12 shades of colored corn currently used for decorating are grown just outside of Mitchell. Each color is planted in a separate field to maintain color purity, and the very best ears are hand-picked by our local grower for use on the Corn Palace. Each ear of corn is then sawed in half, shaped and trimmed to fit the designated spaces, then nailed into place by local artisans. Roughly 275,000 ears of corn are used to redecorate the murals each year, and it takes well over 100 acres of land to grow the corn and grain needed in the decorating process. Just look at some of the corn masterpieces people from around the world have enjoyed viewing over the years. The Corn Palace is the only place in the world where this type of folk art is being preserved. If the Corn Palace stands for anything, it is a good time. Every harvest season for over 100 years, people have come together for some of the best entertainment in the country. In the beginning, there were the marching bands like Sousa, followed through the years by an eclectic mix of just about every kind of top-quality entertainment there is. Today, the Corn Palace Festival tradition continues.